Today I'm having a bit of an off day. Misha is delivering something, a hot tub to a client. I'm out of varnish for the bungalow, so I just lingered around. And actually there was something that I never did because it's something I want to do but I never have time. So today I am starting the distiller. I'm doing a rosemary essential oil or rosemary distilled water. And I was thinking to have another project that I didn't do last year, but I would love to do maybe a salt, a rosemary salt that can be used in a sauna, that can be used for food. That's what we're doing, collecting rosemary. I'm taking these soft ends for the salt that I want to make, and now I prune a bit more the older part down there because everything is touching the floor already. Rosemary bushes. Now it's the, because I was always pushing down and realized there's no space. So we put more. I have a lot. Really nice and packed. So now we cover it with the lid. There's this I need to see which outlets I need to use. So I have there the water pump. Maybe we leave the water bucket here. Okay, so water bucket here. Then it can Here is where your water drips out, your distilled water. It looks like a lot, but the setup itself is quite easy. The only thing one needs to be aware of that there's water everywhere and that you cannot just disconnect one, or when I took it down the other time I had a big water leakage because I forgot that still water would come out of this pipe. So be mindful. Now we're coming to the part where I messed up big time last time, because it's slowing down because this bucket is pretty warm. So now we need to be careful when we remove the tube that comes up from the warm water. But it also doesn't make sense to add just cold water because it mixes and it stays warm. Let me get another bucket. Let's not do something stupid again. And at the same time, this is becoming full, so that's pretty stressful now. Yes, I know. Could I have an even smaller jar? Maybe not. I have a bigger one. The smell in here is incredible. Yeah, so the most exciting part of this is done. Water is changed. Usually, yeah, the whole distillation thing stopped. Maybe it's still too warm. And there we go one more time. Oh! Wait, why is it doing that now? I was lying. Yeah, the most exciting part. Again. Is it moving again? Whoopsie. Moved it again. So this tiny layer here on top, very hard to see, there is oil. It's very hard to extract. There, you see these little bubbles there? That's the oil. That's why we use distilled water. We love it. I have been changing the cooling water one more time, but it stopped dripping. It seems the water I put is finished, the steam is finished, so I will turn everything off. Here. I don't even really need the essential oil. I keep it, but I can almost not breathe. It's very strong. What we use it for is really the distilled rosemary water. I have it in a spray bottle. I use it for the hair, for the face, for the skin after the shower, even for the kids. It's said to be good against the lice. Kids never had lice, so we are using it eventually. When we hear the news from the kindergarten, we use it as a preventive measure. Never had, but this can also be obviously a coincidence. And we really just love the smell. The children are quite, especially the older one, are quite sensitive to smells, to how clothes feels and everything, but this spray they love to put on after the shower, so, or in the hair. They really love it. Has a very fresh smell, so I collect the essential oil just in case, but what we normally use is the water. Because also, be aware when you are buying, for example, essential oils, you need to dilute them anyways. So one can also just have a distilled water, but you could also have an essential oil mixed with distilled water and use it in a spray bottle as well. But this is a safe way to use essential oil. The oil is all now diluted in this. Only the top layer is really the essential oil. The second one barely has, but it's just so nice. I hope you enjoyed my chaotic rosemary distillation process. Thanks for watching. I was really lucky after that the rain stopped for a while and I was able to move my body, do a small stretching session. I'm not yet back into a heavy workout. Work in the land is heavy enough. Yeah, this was a day between all the rain and other days I used for pruning. Follow along. We are currently equipping the wooden cabin, decorating. We will build a small shelf for a cooking plate. And currently we are pruning all our olive trees and fruit trees. We are a bit late, but better late than never, right? and we are building a small house for a dry toilet. So stay tuned.